Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe after watching the video. Enjoy your time. The graveyard was always a silent and mysterious place at night. The moonlight danced on the tombstones, while the wind whispered through the leaves of the melancholic trees. In this dark atmosphere, a village legend circulated. The elders of the village used to speak of strange sounds heard in the graveyard at night, while some attributed it to the play of the wind. Others, fueled by courage, secretly ventured into the graveyard. According to their tales, shadows walked among the tombstones and mysterious figures were spotted. This legend captivated Jack, a brave young man in the village. Determined to unravel the truth behind the tales, Jack gathered his courage and set out to the graveyard one night. Silently opening the graveyard gate, Jack entered. For a moment, he was frozen. The moonlight illuminated the tombstones, and the soft melody of the wind filled the air. However, what caught Jack's attention was a faint light in the distance. As he approached the light, Jack felt an eerie atmosphere prevailing in the graveyard. He paused for a moment, observing the shadows playing among the tombstones. Yet, what intrigued Jack the most was a hissing sound emanating from the tombstones. With a heart filled with fear, Jack advanced towards the source of the sound. As he got closer to the light, he discovered an old book resting among the tombstones. The pages of the book emitted the hissing sounds, and Jack believed that this book might reveal the mysteries of the graveyard. Opening the book with curiosity, Jack found strange symbols and ancient writings on its pages. For a moment, his eyes remained fixed on the book, and in that same instant, the shadows around him seemed to intensify as he flipped through the pages. Attempting to find meaning, the lights suddenly went out. Lost in the darkness, Jack couldn't comprehend where he was. However, he could hear whispers around him. The voices from the tombstones were approaching him. In a moment of terror, Jack screamed, and suddenly the lights flickered back on, revealing figures standing around him. The shadows among the tombstones seemed alive, and the faces within the shadows leaned towards Jack, as if trying to communicate something. However, their words were incomprehensible. As Jack's fear reached its peak, the hissing sound from the tombstones intensified. The book appeared to be turning its pages on its own. In that moment, Jack felt the mystic energy from the tombstones enveloping him, and the world around him disappeared. When Jack returned to the village, his face was pale and filled with fear. He couldn't articulate the experiences he had in the graveyard, but from that day forth, the villagers once again began to believe in the mysteries of the graveyard. The next day, the village discovered that Jack was missing. As they searched for him, they found the graveyard gate ajar, and Jack's traces vanished within the graveyard. Filled with fear, the villagers assumed Jack had succumbed to the mystical forces of the graveyard. Jack's body was never found, but the villagers claim that the shadows took him and never brought him back. The graveyard became even more notorious for Jack's mysterious disappearance, and the villagers continued to believe that the secrets of the graveyard lay deep within. Jack's story turned into a horror legend passed down from generation to generation in the village. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like and subscribe too.